Foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down. A little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
And that one's good. 6 points for Isaiah Thomas.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Parker sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. Dishes it to Plumlee. And that one is stuffed right through.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively. And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc. And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
They set the pick. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Parker kicks to Plumlee. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Mayo with it. Now Thomas defending. Mayo, that's good.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Celtics trail by 5. We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around. we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now, Antetokounmpo after Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. 4 on the shot clock. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Turner's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Thomas. Milwaukee also making some changes. Craig Monroe, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for O.J. Mayo.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the shot is good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Now here's Smart. D right on him. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Milwaukee in the lead. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jared Sullinger, and Jerebko is subbed in for Jay Crowder.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now Carter-Williams following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Back to Antetokounmpo. Parker with it. He's against Jerebko. And that one's good. Parker.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just had... hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That puts them in the lead. 9 points for Marcus Smart.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court are yours.
And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit. Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
For the three, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Sullinger. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, back-breaking run, really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out 1 or 2 guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Here's Plumlee.
Oh! That athletic.
Yeah.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Monroe with a screen on Thomas, and stolen by Thomas. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Thomas with another miss.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And that one's good.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it's good. Fought through contact.